Portion of our population engaged in agriculture is higher than ever, while manufacturing has shrunk to around 15% of GDP, the lowest in this century. The account deficit is growing amidst a staggering situation where our exports are stagnating, production is not going up. Who else is financing the government? The Aam Aadmi, through indirect taxes, most notoriously GST. Instead of the good and simple tax we all wanted, India has multiple and confusing GST rates, including the highest GST rate in the world at 28%. But tax revenue still lags at 18% of GDP. In contrast, China has 13% GST cap, but they collect 20% of GDP with it. Vietnam has an even lower 8% cap and collects 19% of GDP. Thailand, GST is only 7%, ma'am, and they get net 17% of GDP. 13.97 lakh crores in corporate tax remains unrealized. And GST evasion has doubled to 2 lakh crores already this year. Now, while all this is going on, between 2017 and 2022, 35,000 wealthy Indians, the so-called high net worth individuals, left our country to relocate abroad, complaining of tax terrorism. And let me ask, ma'am, very frankly, why is it that only 2% Indians are paying income tax? The reasons are endless. Unemployment, income inequality, poverty, inflation. But can the government continue to run itself on the backs of just 2% of our people? While the economy is crawling forward at a snail's pace, income distribution is as lopsided as ever. The top 1%, their share more than doubled, from 10% in 1991 to 23% in 2023. The bottom 50% of our population, their share of our national income has shrunk from 20% to 13%. Clearly, prosperity and growth aren't slow for everyone, just for those of the bottom half of our population. But they're the ones who need progress the most. Tax our petrol, tax our shirt, tax our footwear, tax our dirt. Tax our mobile, tax our calls, tax our hovels, crumbling walls. Tax our salary, tax our ride, tax our mithai on the side. Tax our sorrow, tax our cheer, tax our future year by year. GST income tax forms pile high, cesses, surcharges make us sigh. Roads with potholes, trains that derail. Where does it go? Is it all a fail? When we ask, is this all in vain? You smile and say, it's for the nation's gain. And if we ask you to try and fix it, you point and say, you will be Vixit. Yet still we pay with a patriotic heart, hoping our cash will play a small part in building a future bright and fair for the nation we love beyond compare.